Hey guys, Courtney Slonaker here with the Southern Arizona chapter of the Red Cross, and I am so excited to introduce to you guys, some of you may already know her, Natalie O'Shea. She is one of our community volunteer leaders, and she's here today to talk about a really cool program we have going at the region. And I'm just having a really tough time with all the acronyms at the Red Cross. So let me see. It's the PCCAB. PCCAB, Natalie, what are you working on?
PCAB.
PCCAB, ladies and gentlemen.
A P and a cab.
Okay, you heard her. It's the PCCAB. It's the PCCAB. What does that stand for? I know you guys are all dying to know. It's the Positive Corporate Culture Advisory Board. What does that mean to most of you? You may not have heard of it, but the region is really focusing on this advisory council to ensure that we have a positive culture here. Natalie, can you tell us a little bit more?
So the PCAB is an organization of peers brought together by a common purpose to create solutions that will improve delivery of services and support our clients and make sure that the Red Cross experience for our volunteers and paid staff is rewarding and productive. It all starts with the survey results from the annual paid staff engaged survey and the biannual volunteer survey and the quarterly paid staff pulse survey. From these surveys, the regional executive, Kurt, and his leadership team identify and prioritize areas for improvement. The PCAB then analyzes the survey results and develops recommendations. The reason we're here today is to talk to you a little bit about a new program that is being launched, and it is being tested here in the Southern Arizona chapter.
Can I get a woot woot for all of you that are watching?
Woot, woot, woot.
Thank you. Okay, you guys heard her. We are doing a test here in Southern Arizona. We want to hear all about your ideas and suggestions. Now, some of you maybe already be throwing your dinner at me or your lunch at me. That is totally fine. But we really, truly want to hear your ideas and suggestions. Now, the other part of you are probably saying, well, gee, Courtney, I've already made a lot of suggestions. You probably have. We want to hear them again. We want them in writing. And we want to send them up to the region to review how can we actually make this a reality. And I think that's one of the hardest struggles with working in such a big, diverse organization that's constantly evolving to meet the needs of our clients. It is really hard to implement new ideas, but we want to make a conscious effort to do that. So we need your help. Again, throw your food at me now. You've already made ideas and suggestions. If they haven't gone anywhere, that doesn't mean they can't go somewhere now. Now we have some structure around it, and for all of you naysayers that are like, structure is bureaucracy, I agree with you. But we need some structure with a region so that we can make these ideas realities. This is a long-term plan, folks, okay? These ideas cannot happen overnight. We have this dedicated group with the PCAB that's working to make these happen, but it is a long-term strategy, not a short-term strategy. So, how do you go about submitting your ideas and suggestions? Natalie, give us the lowdown.
Okay. As Courtney said, you're probably thinking, been there, done that. However, this is a completely new process. And we guarantee that it is going to be transparent. You will know when your idea was received. You will get a response. You will be kept aware all along the process as to where your idea or suggestion stands, whether it's going to be implemented, whether it's going to be put in a parking lot to be revisited. If it is already an idea that has been submitted, you will also be informed. Now, there are several ways you can submit a suggestion or an idea. You can do it by clicking on the link that will be made available at the end of this video, by sending an email to the address that will also be at the end of this video, or you can come to the chapter in Tucson and there is a physical idea box where you can get a piece of paper fill out the questionnaire, something like this. And on the back are the instructions as to how to fill in the questionnaire and the suggestion program idea box form. As I mentioned, this is going to be a very transparent process. So at any time, you can send an email or contact the chapter to find out where your idea stands if you haven't heard back. When you place your suggestion, you will receive an email saying, yes, thank you very much, we have received your email. Once that happens, the idea is then brought up to the PCCAB. The PCCAB will review the idea or the suggestion, and then it will be sent on to the RET, Regional Executive Team, for further evaluation. You will be let know if the idea when it goes to the Regional Executive Team. You will also know if the idea is going to be implemented or put on a parking lot, or whether it's a no-go. The time frame will depend on how many suggestions we receive, but you will have a response of some sort as to whether it's been accepted or not within a 2-week to 3-week time frame. What happens once the suggestion is approved, and what will happen about implementation, and do I get anything for submitting an idea?
Ladies and gentlemen, we all love swag and we all love recognition. So, depending on your idea, depending on the timeline, how long it's going to take, what different stakeholders within the organization are going to be involved. Again, going back, this is probably a long-term process, but you will be recognized for your ideas and suggestions. There's a number of different ways that you can be recognized. I don't want to spoil them on now, so I'm going to leave that surprise in the air, how you'll be recognized. But we want to encourage you to submit ideas. Some of them might not go through. Some of them might not be possible. We still want to hear them.
And I would just like to mention something. This is really a program for suggestions and ideas. It is not a venting box.
Absolutely. If you want to vent, you guys know where my office is. I am always willing to listen. But we want your best, well thought out ideas, because we do want to make positive improvements, not only in our chapter, but in the region. So really put some thought into it, and we really want your feedback. We know that the answer lies within our workforce. You guys have a lot of great ideas. We want to hear those. We want to hear them well thought out. So give it a shot. Don't just write it off as another program that you think is going to fail, because at the end of the day, it is going to fail without you. So we need you to help out. If you have questions, you have Natalie as a phenomenal resource. You have the PCCAB, and you have myself. And again, you can come vent in my office, but we want to hear your best ideas and thoughts on paper. Thanks so much, folks.
Thank you so much.